Welcome to Money Matters with Greg, where we dive into the money conversations shaping your life. From investments to estate planning, insurance to taxes, we cover it all with a fresh perspective. Join Greg and his guests each week to get inspired and take control of your financial future. Let's get started. Securities and investment advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, good afternoon. It's Greg Farrall, CEO and President of Farrall Wealth. It's the show's Money Matters with Greg, and we are broadcasting on WVLP 103.1 FM here at 1 o'clock on Thursdays, and then rebroadcast on Saturdays at 1 o'clock as well. We also are anywhere you pod. You can go to Apple, YouTube, you name it. Just look up Money Matters with Greg. And today is our episode 173, and we're excited because on this show, we talk about money. We talk about things we can save you money on, invest your money, and maybe actually save some time as well, because your time is valuable as well. And we have guests on the show on occasion. We've had realtors to mortgage brokers to investors and different advisors, and you name it. Today, we are privileged to have Mike Ramian from Paylocity as an expert on payroll and HR solutions. We're going to talk about how small business owners can really help themselves in a number of different ways, lower their stress level, lower their workload level. I know everyone's looking to have better ideas of productivity and better opportunities to be able to use their time wisely. So that's one thing we want to be able to bring up today. We work with Mike on a lot of different cases and conversations with business owners and overall businesses, and we've seen how much you can help, and I asked him to be on the show today. So Mike, hey, welcome.
Hey, Greg. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me on the show. Very excited to be here and chat money today with you.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We're going to talk about a number of different things, but you want to talk about exactly what you do and maybe what you could share initially to kind of set yourself up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I work for Paylocity. We're an HRIS company, software company, started in the 90s, built from the ground up. So all of our solutions are really focused on recruiting the entire employee lifecycle, right? So whether you're a small biz, medium biz, large biz, our software is helping you streamline, helping our clients streamline their solutions from recruitment all the way to retirement. So every key lifecycle component in between, we have software that really helps automate, save time, save money, of course, and just really make lives easier for leadership and everybody underneath.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. How do you help an HR team and an overall company save money?
Yeah, I think let's think from high level real quick, but the cost of an employee is the highest expense for any business, right? Whether that's the time it takes to hire somebody, the amount of money it takes to pay them, benefits, and whatever you can do to retain that quality employee, because it's expensive and very challenging to replace that employee. So, we approach HR teams and finance leaders, just really trying to figure out what it is that they need help with. If it is a budget, if it is a price point, but it's certainly most always customer service, UI, user interface, and of course, just, solutions, whether if it's helping them, notify supervisors to check time cards or automating the taxes upon onboarding a new employee. So we just really try to figure out and listen to what HR's needs are and then go from there.
Yeah, and along the way, thanks for the update on that. That's great. It was a huge help. Yeah. And then also, along the way, you've got to be compliant too, right? I mean, how does compliance and making sure everything's covered, basically across the board, still save money, but also do it the right way?
Oh yeah, great point. Compliance is critical, right? So small business owners have to stay compliant with OSHA or safety and risk needs. And when companies get a certain size, like over a 50 employee mark or 100 employee mark, states have different compliance needs. So here in Northwest Indiana, I work with clients both on the other side of the border in Illinois, where there's different needs, and Indiana has different laws that impact those HR needs. So, for instance, it's very expensive for a client in Illinois to, receive a lawsuit from an employee for not having them sign a biometric user form, right? That's, fingerprinting and facial scanning of clocking in and out. You can get fined heavily in Illinois if you're not, having your employee sign that authorization form. Where in Indiana, that there is no compliance law there, but there's other laws that business owners or leaders could get fined for not following, such as Affordable Care Act compliance, having the employment verifications updated and just maintaining proper organization. So yeah, compliance is huge. Software helps automate a lot of that and provides extra eyes behind the scenes and new tools for leaders to use to stay compliant.
Well, and if you make a mistake or you don't do something, it's going to cost you money, which is the whole point, right?
Yeah, you want to save money. You don't want to be in the red with any of that additional expenses. Yeah, that's not good. It's not a good spot to be in.
No doubt, no doubt. How are you guys using AI? And like, when did you adopt it? When have you, what exactly, how are you using it, and how is it helping save money?
Yeah, I mean, as a user, as an employee of Paylocity, I use AI, but certainly in our system, we have AI integrated throughout our system. It's helping HR managers think a little quicker. They're getting pressed with folks knocking on their doors, pulling reports for leaders, doing all sorts of stuff related to people. They don't have time to think about like a job description, right? So there's AI tools inside Paylocity, for instance, that can help automate those job descriptions, help automate which candidates might be best fit for that position. So it's really shaving, 25 to 50% of the time that it typically takes thinking about posting the right position or using the right job rate or a job description to post it. So AI is really expediting the ability to recruit the top talent into an organization.
Yeah, that's a huge help. And not only that, saving money and saving time, right?
Oh, for sure. Time. Most of the, savings that we are providing our clients, it's time savings. It's reducing the time of getting employee hired to in the door, to producing on the floor, to engaging other team members so they start following suit, and then you start really building a strong culture inside your company. So we're trying to facilitate that culture, right, of success and efficiency.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. One of the things that we've worked together on is, because we do 401ks and manage 401ks and have a number of accreditations. What we do as a fiduciary on those 401ks, 316, 321, 338, you name it, we can do all of those here. But you've really you use TPAs and work with TPAs to be able to introduce you as well. For 401k plans. Can you kind of explain how that works for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So Paylocity, I'll use my company for example. Like, we don't offer we don't do financial advising. We don't broker benefits for our clients. So we reach out to our partners like you, Greg, and you all could probably help our clients have more intelligent conversation on retirement and stuff. So but as a software company, we partner very, very well with other API centric, open API centric companies to have those 180, 360 integrations built in between the carriers. So when our data administrators on the Paylocity side are updating demographics inside retirement accounts, our software is able to communicate clearly with the carriers for on the 401k side or the TPA side on and getting those demographics and those changes updated on the other software side too. So it makes for a good partnership on the software side, which helps folks obtain reports cleaner, quicker, where they're not, TPA folks aren't having to wait on their client to give them the data they need. They can go in to the back end of our software and pull that data and see that data immediately. So that makes for a really good partnership all around with software provider, TPA, and client. It makes for a really good partnership.
Yeah, a lot of times we see having to run a census it seems to be a daunting task for a lot of business owners for some reason when they can just go into your system and just pull it down from whatever they need to pull it.
Oh yeah.
It just
Yeah.
seems to delay the process for sure.
Yeah, Greg.
Without a
Every
doubt.
other week, Greg, I get a call like, "Hey, Mike, I need to set up a workflow to get access to my client's data suite." So,
Yeah.
we submit some forms and we make that happen.
Yeah, it just slows everything down. That costs time and that costs money. So overall, real quick, the show's Money Matters with Greg. I'm Greg Farrell, CEO and owner of Farrall Wealth, registered financial advisor and owner of the firm. And we talk money on the show. If you've listened to any of the 172 episodes, it's usually always about a topic of some sort to be able to help you save money, add value to your life, save your time because time is money. And today we are at 103.1 FM WVLP, broadcasting on Thursdays at 1 o'clock, and the Saturdays replayed on Saturday. And then anywhere you pod, you can find us as well. We're talking with Mike Ramian from Paylocity about the HR solutions and what he does as an overall group. A few more questions. Just want to get to some of the case studies and some of the examples. Maybe you could offer out to some of the business owners that are listening about maybe how you've solved a solution or solved a problem for a client.
Yeah, great question, Greg. Wow, when I think of solving solutions for clients, there's usually three things that always come to mind. Service, of course, right? There's a lot of time wasted with waiting back on answers on how to either fix solutions or add solutions or training. So, I'm always trying to help my clients save time on with service, of course. Recently I've worked with a nonprofit organization here in Porter County, and integrating with other systems is always a topic. So what companies, small, big, or large, what they typically do is when something's broke, they go out and they buy a tool to fix that part of their employee life cycle that's broken. If it's recruiting, Greg, it's going out and finding an application tracking system. If it's onboarding, go to find an onboarding tool and so forth down the line for time and labor, clocking in and out, and benefits. So before long, over a couple of years, a small business that needs to be very, very smart with its money has gone out and invested in way too much software, and they're paying way too much to do 8 to 10 different things. So it's important to, evaluate every 2 or 3 years with an HRIS company, and Paylocity is just one of many out there. And I enjoy helping your clients out, of course. But finding out how to save money, centralize in a one login system, and start removing some of those other softwares that are not utilized and really wasting businesses money. So that's a big part of the conversations I have with clients. So we were able to go in and really work with this client here in Porter County, who it's a larger employer, but probably shaving about 50 to 100K a year in simple integration and marketplace cost. So,
which for a nonprofit is an insane amount of money. It is for anybody, let alone someone that's trying to has the cause that the money needs to go to in the meantime.
Yep, absolutely. You're spot on.
So you did a lot of the seamless, like they had all these different silos out there basically on all these different things that they thought they needed or over time added. And then you basically can come in as a consultant and sort of say, you don't necessarily, you need it, but it's much cheaper out there, or it's more efficient if you just go one stop.
Yeah. So like, exactly. In the payroll manager's lens, like they just need the for instance, the labor hours to make the payroll, right? If there's salary, their salary. If they're clocking in and out, they calculate those hours and push it out to pay. Well, if you're using 4 different systems and every system has to export a spreadsheet and manipulate that spreadsheet and hand it off to the next person in line, it's going to waste several hours of time over a year to pay your employees. So creating the fast pass from getting those employees paid efficiently, that's what it's all about.
So for all those people out there that are in HR that are listening today, if you don't already know, there are solutions out there that can actually help you do your job better and quicker and faster and save you money along the way. Let me ask you this: where where can someone find you and just reach out? Like, where's the best place to catch you?
Oh yeah. I hang out at local SHRM associations and chamber coffee events and luncheons, but LinkedIn search Mike Ramian. I'm always checking my messages and consulting with friends and coworkers and community members all the time. So look me up on LinkedIn. Appreciate that, Greg.
So, and it's Ramian, right? Correct?
That's right. Yes, sir.
Just want to make sure we're good with that, and certainly maximizing your ability to be able to, also mramian at paylocity.com was, email wise, if you want to be able to find them there. Is there anything else you want to share with the listeners today, Mike?
Yeah, every small business owner, every organization is different. Don't think your financial situation is unique. Everybody has very, very, very different things going on. So be open to a conversation and go from there if people are looking to help out.
All right. Well, thanks so much. We had Mike Ramian here for Paylocity on today on Money Matters with Greg. I want to thank everybody for listening today. Again, the show's broadcast at 1 o'clock on WVLP 103.1 FM here locally, and then rebroadcast on Saturdays at 1 o'clock. And then also anywhere you pod, this will be pod episode 173. You can find it anywhere. I want to thank Mike for being here today. And have a great holiday.
Thanks, Greg. Go Hoosiers.
Go Hoosiers is right. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Money Matters with Greg. We hope you gained some valuable insights today. Remember, your financial journey is personal, but you don't have to go it alone. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe and share. Until next time, here's to making your money work for you. Securities and investment advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.